Wars.com/newsletter. Also, with the allergy season really heating up, with the summertime, and with all the different things that are happening with different infections and things, I personally boost my own immune system with Lung Cleanse. It's 20% off. We only do this a few times a year. It's the time of year for us to have this as a special. Unfortunately, people are, I guess, wait for specials, so it's going to sell out by Monday or Tuesday at current sales rates. We have a limited supply. It'll be a few months till we have any more, unfortunately. So if you want Lung Cleanse that's got close to 20 different organic oils, concentrated, and other key herbs to really just have an amazing effect when nothing else is working and I'm coughing and hacking, and this just absolutely knocks it out. A lot of singers I know use it. A lot of public speakers use it. Lung Cleanse, 20% off at InfoWarsLife.com until it runs out. Stay with us. If you're a radio listener, obviously you can't see the TV portion of this transmission, but you can always go to InfoWars.com/show and find the free live video feed. You can also see it on some TV and cable systems around the country. But it really adds a layer to it to see a mob of men waving Mexican flags, hitting a woman in the head with the flags, slapping her, throwing eggs in her face, and then piling on. You can't see what else happens, but then she's later on the news bleeding. And the media calls this, oh, Trump supporters causing a riot. So this is the attack on reality. And yeah, the woman joked around and stuck her butt back out at them when they're going F you and all this other stuff. And they said, oh, we'll just attack you. So this is what the feminists, I guess, want as well, is, you know, to like live in the Middle East and where you stay chained up half the time, or you have to wear a hood over your head when you go out in public. This is the degeneration and the balkanization. This is how you conquer a country if you're a multinational combine of corporations. You come in, you look at every racial and cultural division and religious division, you dissect them, and you have the universities in the name of unity, hype everyone up, give everybody chips on their shoulders, and then descend into bedlam while Hillary Clinton and others sell the nation out. But Trump is striking at the heart of it, is why the media, the establishment propaganda arm, is activating its useful idiots. Because he's coming out and saying Hillary Clinton has to go to jail. She's guilty as hell. Here's the clip.
By the way, Hillary Clinton is missing 30,000 emails. They've been deleted. 30,000. 30,000 emails. And remember I said I was a counterpuncher? I am. After what she said about me today in her phony speech, that was a phony speech. That was a Donald Trump hit job. I will say this. Hillary Clinton has to go to jail, okay? She has to go to jail.
Oh, I love him.
That was a phony hit job. She's guilty as hell. Remember, Hillary Clinton used to hate Obama. She used to hate him. Bill Clinton hated him. Bill Clinton hated him. He called Bill Clinton a racist. Do you remember that? Bill Clinton hated him. And Hillary Clinton hated Obama. Now it's, yes, sir, Mr. President, sir. Yes, sir. What would you like? What would you like me to say here, sir? The only reason she's behaving like this, and the only reason she's been dragged so far left, believe me, is she doesn't want to go to jail over the emails, okay? Believe me, that's the only reason. One simple reason.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, look, no one's ever fought the globalists for 67 years, 60 to 70 years, because they would just have the media deny it existed while they built the project and while they robbed us and while they set it up. Now, because of real media, they can't lie. They have no power. I mean, almost no power now. Trump's challenging them at a key point, and that's what they can't deal with, is engagement, is resistance, is someone standing up. And he's an example to us. Stand up and see what happens. I've taken the gloves off way beyond what Trump's ever done. And has it destroyed me or has it empowered me? Fortune favors the bold. That's the SAS Special Forces saying. But the fortune I'm looking for isn't some pot of gold. It's liberty and freedom for my children and your children and humanity into the future. And I'm following basic, documented systems that will make not just America great, but the world great in a new renaissance. And I'm out here bragging going, hey, I'm tough. I took the gloves off a long time ago. But comparatively, Trump is on a platform 50 times bigger than I am right now, the world stage, 100 times, and is just blasting them with Death Star level political truth beams that you can't stand up against. Look, you're a crook, lady. You need to go to jail. You're a fraud. Everybody knows it. Here's a bunch of examples. Your foreign policy is a disaster. You're a crook. You're corrupt. And Trump metaphysically knows you don't strike first. You let them attack, you step out of the way, and then you counterpunch. And as I've seen in my life and as you've experienced, who always has the upper hand? It's the person defending. The person attacking might be twice as big, stronger, meaner, you name it. But if they miss their first shot, they're going to have a big fight. It's like watching a wolverine fight a grizzly bear. That's why they always want to sneak attack and not even let you know they're attacking, so you basically get run over and never know what hit you. Well, we're here telling everybody what's been hitting us. This country, this world has been hit by a globalist bus, and now they want to finish the job. And we're saying, you know what? Blinders are off. The alarm's being raised. You want to fight? It's going to be head-to-head. You want to bang heads? Get ready. San Jose, California. Michael Zimmerman and Joe Biggs were there. Their footage is up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com right now. If you're a radio listener and want to go see it for yourself, if you're watching us via Infowars.com/show, you can obviously see us here in living color, and it adds that whole other dimension. It's one thing to say, hey, people beating up women, men bloodying women's noses, beating them over the head with Mexican flags. It's one thing to hear that. It's another thing to see that. And can you imagine if a group of Anglos were beating up a Hispanic woman and beating her over the head with Mexican flags and hitting her in the head with an egg? You would, bloodying her nose. You would see people really angry, and I would expect to be angry because it's not just men beating up a woman. It's obviously racial, and black women burning American flags. I mean, this is minorities who are the majority in most areas taught that America is inherently evil and bad because they have no other history in the public school system of any other country. They just have no gauge and just all feel very, very satisfied, very, very self-serving, very, very righteous in what they're doing. Absolute. Oh, and I love the punching people in the back of the head. Can anybody punch in this country anymore? I mean, I got to tell you, these punches I see people throw must have grown up in a house without daddy there. I mean, that's mommy teach you how to punch. I mean, I'm sorry. That's like putting your fist out and jumping like you're Superman. You want to full force ram somebody up underneath the jaw or the nose. And that way you break the jaw and the teeth, and then people understand what it's like to get punched. Or the nose, full power up under, and then the nose goes bye-bye off the face. That's how a man punches, not all these little superwoman punches where you jump with your fist out or hit people like this. And then, but who's even more pathetic is the conditioned American people who stand there, most of them camera people, bystanders, not even Trump supporters, and the police, and watch women and people be punched in the back of the head and assaulted by people wearing all sorts of racist regalia and waving foreign flags. I mean, it is a joke, a giant joke. Can you imagine if it was people in Klan outfits beating up a black woman? It would be the top story worldwide. And I would have the exact same indignation if I saw white men beating up a Hispanic woman or a black woman or an Asian woman. I remember a few years ago when that poor black lady ran up to a checkpoint. They were doing a drill and saw military people and ran away from the checkpoint. Turned out she had mental illness and had kind of run away from home for a few days. She had a child in the back of the car. It was a domestic deal. She was driving around freaking out, crying, fighting with her husband. She was on some type of Prozac family drug. It came out. So it's a woman having a meltdown. Everybody has problems in their life. She freaks out, drives past a checkpoint. Why do we have checkpoints in this country when the border's open? And they shoot her and kill her. And I say, this is horrible. This is terrible. That was back during the Trayvon Martin thing. And people were tweeting and commenting and saying, you only are mad because she's a white woman. And then it turned out she was a black woman. And I said, I never even said she was a white woman or a black woman. From far away in a car, it looked like she had dark skin. I didn't even think what color is a woman. See, the people indoctrinated in leftist ideology, whether they be black, Hispanic, white, whatever, they are the most color-obsessed, religion-obsessed people. They're just experts in it. It's all they know. It's all they've been taught in school. It's all they've been taught in the culture. They are basket cases. Basket cases. I mean, I see somebody run over in the road. I don't think, oh, my God, that's a white guy. I really feel bad because they're like me. When I read about little kids dying in car wrecks and it shows their pictures on the news, I have the exact same physical response no matter what color the little kids are. And that's nothing special. That should be normal. But it's crazy how a U-turn at a White House checkpoint led to death. We want to know why this happened. And by the way, it was mainly black cops, along with some white cops, that shot her to death. They were all making it racial. That I was saying it was wrong she'd be killed, just figuring that she must be white. It's like this gorilla that got shot. There's news articles out saying it only got shot because it was black. This is like Crips and Bloods killing each other over blue or red, or all the other stupidness we've seen in history where one group will kill each other just because they're from another town. That's dumbed down tribalism. I remember being like 14 and some of the young people saying, let's go over to that nearby town and see if they're at the park, you know, from that other school and beat them up. I'd be like, I don't want to do that. Well, they're from that other school and I don't like their football team. That's what it comes down to. So you'll have like a sports team win, people riot. Sports team loses, people riot. And they'll just go out and beat people up. Mobs of idiot white kids in England. Mobs of idiot all races here in the U.S. This is the hooligan idiocy now injected into politics, and with our media fanning the flames of it for social control. It is unprecedented. But the bigger issue is, if the mainstream media, the dinosaur media, the Brian Williams, Katie Couric media, if the Piers Morgan whore media, if they wonder why they have almost no viewers or readers now, a shadow of the former self, look in the mirror. You have a 6% trust rate in a national AP poll 2 months ago because you're known liars. And the public may not get exactly what's going on, but they know you're lying. And so that's why giant lines of people of every race, color, and creed are now showing up at Trump rallies. Suddenly, all over the country, it's like a third or half the people are Hispanic going in. 20% are black. It's like double, you know, the population numbers, triple in some cases, 30, 40%. And the system is panicking. Obama is stuttering. And suddenly they're like, what are we going to do? And Trump's saying, let's arrest Hillary. Their bluff is getting called. Their bluff is getting called. People are going, it is true Mexico has the toughest border in this hemisphere. It is true they've got a wall and a fence. And by the way, I've got all these clips of Hispanic groups saying, build that wall. A 2,200-mile wall will not work. You can have them in certain areas to stop cars just driving across and fences. But what you need is ditches. They need to dig ditches with surveillance on the border. And then they need to prosecute employers that knowingly en masse hire people to drive down wages in the economy. It's a form of racketeering. They have ways to deal with it. With Trump, it is a dumbed-down gimmick to say build that wall. But Mexico has one. And other countries have them. And we've paid to put them in Afghanistan and other places. So to say that we can't have a wall and it's evil to have one is ridiculous. Now, I want to get into some more of these clips, but the first one I want to play